Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yokiman here and welcome back to another episode of my Football Manager 2018 save here with Hearts. We're actually going to end up playing Dundee again. The split is done and the games are finished. We are technically safe, so that makes me very happy, but there is the prospect that Motherwell will go down and they've got some pretty decent players. That's not that we're going to pick them apart, but they've got some pretty decent players. Also, Celtic's major run may be broken in the first season, so the big aim of the save was obviously to topple Celtic, being just consistent giants in the Ladbrokes Premiership. Aberdeen may actually do that. On 72 points, Celtic need a win and Aberdeen to draw or lose. If they draw, I think Celtic will still win because I think it goes on goal difference, but I'm not 100% sure. There's not really been any transfers. We do have a bit of budget. I'm hoping that stays going into the next season, and a lot of older players are going to be coming off the books. Matty Fryer has signed for Wigan now, so that makes me happy. It's 2.1k, which is quite a bit at this level off the books, and I just don't feel like he's going to do it for us. So overall, the finances should look to improve because, like I said, the higher earners I'm looking to get rid of, but we won't be making much money from the prize money in this. So let's just have a quick look at the schedule. So the last game against Dundee, we drew 2-2, which is where I realised and remembered that Scotland has a split. We then lost to Aberdeen 3-0, which was very much expected. They're top of the table, but we then, after the split, lost to Ross County 3-0. Very poor defeat. Alex Schalk getting 3 goals past us. Actually pretty decent for this level. If I remember, he played for Nakbrada. Yes, he did. So pretty decent for this level. We then drew with Kilmarnock 1-1. So I was like, you know, we can do this. We beat Motherwell 3-1. It should have been a much more difficult game. Motherwell should be doing way better in the league this season. Beaten 3-1. Kyle Lafferty, Don Cowie and Manuel Milanovic is what I'm calling him, scoring the goals. And then we beat Hamilton to 100% secure our safety. So this was quite a big game, to be honest with you. Meant a lot that we got the victory and means we're safe going into the last game. But I thought we shall bring you the last game. And just round out the season and hopefully look forward to next season. Let's go to team selection. I don't think I'm going to change much from the win, apart from this, because this is how we've been lining up, if I remember. Is this how we've been lining up? No, it's not. But this is how, I don't know, I've been playing with the tactics, trying some of the Dundee tactics out, and this has gone all skewy for me. Is this how he was playing? I think this is how he was playing. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. This is how he was playing. So hopefully this will stand us in good stead now. Or did I play Walker in the centre and Cowie on the right? I think I did, you know. I'm pretty sure this is how we lined up. I play you as an advanced playmaker support. So I'm still working on tactics for this team and still working on what kind of team we actually have here. I'm not 100% sure on kind of what kind of squad we have, what kind of team we have until I really sit down and get to go through it. Which obviously in the off season I'll be able to pick apart the kind of team we've got. But as it stands now, we should be safe. And that's all that matters this season, is that we secured safety. We will have a quick look after this, actually, how Dundee got on. Hopefully get promoted. It was always good to play against your rival side, I think. Well, not your rival side, but the team you was at before. But they let me go at the wrong time, I feel. But I've managed to keep Hearts up, and that's all that matters. And hopefully we can go into this. Good lads. We can go into this. Playing it, this would have been the hardest game. Now, I was well aware that this could have ended up being the last game. But this would have been the hardest game because they're the highest up in the league, in this bottom drop. We're next to them, but they're the highest up. Now, I really would like to finish, I think it's 8th. Because, you know, the higher up the table, the more prize money you get. But just, I think the higher up we can finish, the better it looks for us. So 8th would be nice. I'm hoping Hamilton lose. But, I mean, Motherwell are going to be in that relegation fight. Going to be in that playoff, I think it is. So it could be Motherwell versus Dundee to see who goes up, because I don't think Dundee will have gone up automatically. Austin. There's definitely a major rebuild, and I'm sorry guys it's taken so long for me to get around to record this as Scott Allen scores. That is absolutely woeful. Absolutely woeful. Fantastic. That's what we wanted to start this match off, and Ross County are beating Motherwell. Yes, there's going to be a major rebuild, but like I was saying, guys, I just want to say sorry for the time it's taken. Craig Cowie's injured, because we've got tons of players. Lafferty's going to have to play there. I just wanted to take the time to apologise for the lack of uploads when it comes to this save. Now, this is 100% going to be my long-term save as the future goes on, but for time, consuming experiences and the fact that, are you kidding me? This last game of the season, it doesn't really matter, but it's frustrating. Because it's been so time consuming, and then Leon save, and then being ill, and then with Christmas and whatnot, it's been such a mix up time. I haven't actually had a chance to sit down and record this. I haven't actually played this save now in close to a month, which is a long time to not sit down and play a save and then pick it back up. So I've just spent a quick half an hour, looking at Walker, what a goal! Looking at the team and just kind of looking at what we're left with and what the prospect is for the future. But now I'm going to be able to have 1 day a week while the Leon save's going. I'm going to have 1 day a week where I can actually regularly sit down and play this game. So it's not too bad now. It's not too bad. I'll be able to keep in touch with the game and know where stuff's going on. It'll probably be once or twice a week. But you've got to juggle everything. It's frustrating. You've got to juggle everything with work and whatnot. So yeah, I'll have definitely once a week where I'm going to sit down and play the heart save. Obviously, the rest of the week I'll probably be focusing on Leon, but that looks like it's coming to an end. Lafferty, oh, that's so unfortunate. And with that coming to an end, it means I'll be playing this a hell of a lot more. But it also leaves me with the quandary of, if that comes to an end, because I am talking about maybe doing a 4th season on the back burner, but doing a 4th season. But if that does come to an end, do we pick a new save up? They're all questions there for you. Unlucky. So I'm not 100% sure, but a lot of my focus will be going into this, and I'm looking forward to doing pre-season. But I know without a doubt, pre-season is going to take a long time. There's going to be a lot of changes. We're going to go for? Nope. No. Randall, that was wild. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of changes to add to the squad. I definitely think that the squad needs to become more of my team, and there's a lot of players here that, to finish in this position, aren't warranting the wages they're getting whatsoever, in my opinion. Lafferty, it's close. Aren't warranting wages they're getting paid, so there's going to have to be not necessarily wholesale changes, although we've looked good in this second half, to be fair. And I think if I'd have been Milanovic, Lafferty? No. I think if I'd have been in charge from the start, that I'd have finished in a better position. But I've kind of set myself the goal. Milanovic, go on. Want offside, worry. Happy days, back up to 8th. This would be a very good moral boosting win going into next season. The problem is Milanovic is on loan, which makes it quite frustrating if we don't get to keep him. Celtic's still not winning, which is very strange. It's showing up as if they're both losing, but maybe the top half of the table play on a different day. But yeah, Milanovic is on loan, so we're definitely going to have to... in fact, I'm pretty sure he's on loan. We're going to have to look at loan players, to be honest with you. Yeah, he's on loan from Genoa. It will be interesting to see if we can get him to re-sign, to be honest with you, because he'd be handy for the second season, because there's no one I'd rather play on the left than him. He looks very good for a 23-year-old. Maybe leaves Genoa and we can sign him on a contract eventually. But yeah, there's going to have to be a lot of changes. There's a lot of older players here that don't deserve to be here. So I'm hoping there'll be some decent free transfers, but that's going to take some searching. And yeah, 100%. I think Hearts will come back next season a very much a better side. But we've done well, I think, to we've done enough to warrant safety, and we've definitely done Milanovic again. Oh, 3-1. Fantastic. It's a good side, this as well. 3-1. Fantastic. Yeah, they must be playing on a different date, top half, so this must just be bottom half, which is fair enough. Yeah, Milanovic scoring again, so definitely a player we're going to have to look at. Bringing back to the club. I hope you guys are enjoying it, to be honest with you. It's a bit different doing Scotland as we let them back into the game. It's a bit different doing Scotland because I've not done it in so long. And usually when I do Scotland, I do manage a bigger side. The lowest ranked side I've managed in Scotland is Aberdeen, and that was like FM 2008 or 2006 or something. And I remember I just started about demo, and then when game came out, that were it. I just stuck with them. So it's interesting. I mean, Hearts I guess would go alongside that, but after that I've always done Celtic really. I've done Rangers once, but normally done Celtic. So this is going to be interesting. Rebuilding Hearts, and I think it's going to take a lot of work because there are a lot of big contracts here that definitely don't deserve to be here. I know I keep beating around the bush with that, but just hammering it in. But there just is a lot of players here that do not deserve to be on these contracts, and aren't playing well enough. And if loan players are going to come in and play better, then it just tells you that. But I think youngsters is going to be what we fund. Now, that don't always make well for next season, does it? It doesn't mean we're going to have a great season next season if we go youngsters. But I think if we go youth, obviously on this save, it's going to stand us in good stead. Plus, they're money makers. So if we've got some youngsters, I have to understand in this save that we might be a selling club, which is fine if we have to be a selling club. But we can make a lot of money that way. And the fact that I've come into the club and they're not terrible financially, they're not in massive debts, we don't look like we're struggling, it gives me a really good platform there to move on. White's had a shocker. Aidan White, yeah. Who would have ever expected it? As a Leeds fan, there were a time where I thought Aidan White might have done something. But no, he's been around for a while, hasn't he, to say he's only 26. But I think Aidan White's one of them. He to me, will go. And if he's valued at 205k, and we can get, I don't know, 200k, let's say, because I'm going to have to accept maybe a loss on him. I don't know how much he's played this season for the previous manager. I think I'm probably going to have to accept a loss. But I have to be willing to take a loss on him. But if we get 200k, well, that could be 3 or 4 youngsters that we can bring in. So it's definitely youth's going to be an aspect. I'm going to look at improving Hearts. I say this now, and then I'll do pre-season, and I'll probably sign a bunch of old men. Hopefully not. Hopefully we can get the squad in order. We've scrambled together. They're going to score again here, Deacon. Absolute shambles. Concentrate, lads. Concentrate. Looked really good as well. Shame. We drew against them last time, didn't we? So we just had that patch where we looked really good. We've had chances alongside that. We probably should be winning, but can we create again here? But yeah, I think oh god, awful. Our passing is just looking dreadful. Are we going to give them win here? This would be it. This would be right. This would be a shame. You're kind of scrambled because I've still not realised what my best squad is. I've realised certain players that are important, that are just good enough to play, but I've still not realised what best squad is, and I still couldn't tell you now. I couldn't tell you after I think I played 8 games, no 7 games, including this one. As they go and score again, absolutely awful. What we're playing at? Let them back in. Might as well go attacking, demand more. What a shame. So we go from highs to lows with this team. It's ridiculous. It's frustrating. Defensively shambles though, let's be honest. That's an absolute shambles, that defence. So we'll finish 10th, which is god awful, isn't it, really? We're gonna finish 10th. Definite major changes for next season. because you just can't be. We can't perform like this. Let's be honest. We can't perform like this every game because this is crap, isn't it? So we can't be performing like this. We're gonna have to change it up. We're gonna have to look for players that want to play for the club, because these guys don't seem like they want to. They just seem like they're here for easy, cheap money, like Christophe Berra and players like that should be alright quality at this level, but they put in 6.0 and 6.2 and 6.3 and 6.4 performances and laugh at players like that. That's not good enough, and you're not warranting your wage at this level, because that's the problem. They're going to score again here. Oh, great save. If you're at a bigger club, then the wages don't matter so much. But when you're at the level of the team that we are, if you're not playing well and you're getting paid a couple of grand, you're not warranting your wage. So you've got to go. And that's the unfortunate thing. I'm going to have to let players go now that haven't warranted their wage this season. And to be honest with you, under my management, there's not been anyone really who stood out, I have to be honest. I mean, look at that today. If it isn't for this god-awful, because the tactic's a decent tactic, but if it isn't for the god-awful defensive frailties, I mean, Kyle Lafferty comes on 6.2. Do you know what I mean? Two good players coming off were a bit of a shame, but Aidan White 6.3, Christophe Berra 6.3. Well, let's look at the players that underperformed. 3k a week, Christophe Berra. Do you know what I mean? John Souttar, 2k. He is a good youngster. I think if he had better defenders around him. Aidan White, we've said, is on good money. Kyle Lafferty, 3k. You've got to warrant 3k at this level. They definitely don't. So I don't even know if I'll give him a chance next season and just build around him. I've not fully decided yet. There are a few good youngsters. We definitely need a striker. I'm not happy with anyone we got going forward, to be honest. I'm not really happy with any of them going forward. To finish 10th, a frustration, but we're safe. And it is what it is. I knew Dundee had been difficult last game because of where they finished. And they're in form. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough now because I've got to go. Let's look at contracts. Let's look at wages. So there's, Christophe Berra, $3,000. Kyle Lafferty, $3,000. Gonçalves, $3,000. Prince, what's his nickname now? $2,500. Matty Fryatt going, who's on to, the bigger earners. These two aren't even getting in the squad. Both on $2,000. Mauri Martin, shocking. He's never going to get in team for me. Rafael Grislak, never going to get in team. He's awful. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's awful. He's fourth choice left back. It's on $2,000. You can't afford it. So this is what I've noticed. Don Cowie, not a bad player, but probably don't warrant $2,000. This is the issue. John Souttar. This is the big issue, because if someone comes in, his contract ain't that long. His contract isn't that long. So if someone comes in for 5-6 million, I'd like to get 10, if I'm being 100% honest. But I think as Hearts we can't. We're going to struggle. I think Board would probably accept it. But someone comes in with 5 million, we're going to have to sell him. You just don't have a choice. Hopefully we can reinvest. Hopefully they give us some money. But I would say the majority of these players, even when you're on $1,000, they don't warrant it. There's a lot of players there. From here to here. They're all grand and up players. Now, yeah, all the starting 11's there, but they don't warrant it. Do you know what I mean? Most of them don't warrant it. So there's going to be a lot of these that you see now gone. They just need to go. Hearts need to have a major change. If you're a Hearts fan, I'd appreciate your mindset on it. But I feel like, because they're quite old as well, some of the players, and we should get decent money for some of them. If I get £1 million for Christophe Berra, I'm biting their hands off. Do you know what I mean? So and it's £3 off at wages. So there's a lot of players here that definitely don't warrant being at this club, don't warrant the wages, and don't warrant, being part of my squad for next season. So this is the big thing now. There's going to be major change. That's just it. 100% major change. Now, in my head, if I can raise, because I'd like to keep John Soter. So if I can raise, in my head, let's say 2-3 million. I mean, it's going to be difficult, but if a lot of these players go 2-3 million, right, would be nice. This is just basing on the values. If we can raise 2-3 million, we can really build a very good squad at this level to get mid-table next season and then push on. But obviously, like I said, we'll look at youth. But anyway, guys, that's enough for me rambling. I don't know what level of player we can ideally get. There's some Alan McGregor, world-class goalkeeper. Who's he wanted by? Who? Bashikir. Yeah, those guys. There's going to be a lot of players here that are decent for this level, because I've got to, playing as Leon, I have to remember now, I've got to familiarise myself with a lot of these players, and there's going to be a lot of players here that are decent for us, that could be decent for us. It's 3.5k though, and I don't want to pay Leon Best that. They're going to be decent for us at this level, so I'm going to have to go through them. I'm going to have to start looking at them and see what we can bring in, and see what youngsters we can bring in. Probably going to have a look at the division below, look at players there, look at youngsters there, see what we can find. But anyway, guys, I'd like to say thank you for watching this. These will become a bit more regular. I know it's a bit frustrating if you're watching some, especially if you've come here for the I know Dundee failed, but you've come here for the Scottish side of the save, or you're a fan in Scotland. I really want to start getting these out. So major changes at Hearts hopefully over the summer. But thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.